from about 20 foot and worked our way back towards the bank to the 10 foot range, yeah. And yeah, we're not shy with what we're using, and we're using anything from 10-inch ribbon tailworms like this size to very small homemade drop short. For those who don't like it much, and that's the flesh beaver, and it's made solely by Skulk behind me. and so we found it's more the depth rather than the baits we use. And so far we have a full live one, and it's been what, an hour and a half. So we on 5 fish. We're just working on. We've got 3 good ones. I'll show you right now. And we just need to cull out the last 2, and then we should be sitting on a decent bag, closer to the maybe 6 kilo, if we can cull it 2 fish. But let me just show you folks what I'm sitting on for now.
Yeah, the water's dropped a bit, so you can see the clear watermark lines. We caught fish the last time, fairly shallow near the rocky points. See, now there's a lot of small fish around, so we're trying to weed through them and maybe get a few keepers first, and then we can upgrade. But yeah, I mean, it's this cold wind as well that's not coming through, and then it's warming up and then it's going back to cold, so we really don't know what's happening with the weather.
We started there this morning. We obviously didn't get to practice, so my thoughts were the water temperatures are still fairly warm, so we pulled up here into the shallows along this bank here. It's been a bit slow. We've managed to get 4 fish, one slightly better one, just over 1 kilo, so yeah, not doing too bad. These fish are still quite shallow, it seems, at the moment, and we're throwing a Ned rig with a Z-Man streak, and those fish seem to be liking that at the moment. So yeah, we've got a whole bank ahead of us, so we'll just plod along and hopefully get our last fish and then start on trying to cull. The fish that we got at the moment are small, so we need to try and find something bigger. But yeah, the nice thing is we've got the whole day still, so we'll hopefully we'll have some good results.
So we had Inanda, it's around about 10:30 I think, and the venue was changed to Inanda because of the weather conditions. At Albert's was gusting winds estimated to be about 54 k's an hour, northwesterly, which is the nasty one. It's a boat sinker, and we've come to our area that we like to fish. It's deep submerged trees, and yeah, we've got 3 so far, and we've got quite a nice kicker in the mix. Caught it on a Texas rig brush hog in timber in about 23 foot of water. So we're hoping to get some more because we need the points to get into the top 12. But yeah, it really smashed that. And what's happened now is Mornay's just caught a a little undersized fish, and it spat out a little shrimp. So we're onto the right bait. Just want to try and find out where this guy is. Here he is, right here. Get him out of here. Open your mouth. So quite a nice little chunky fish, and he engulfed that bait properly, so yeah, we're quite happy. We're estimating at about 2.4, 2.5, which will help our cause. We just need to get another 2 more and we'll be happy.
Right, we started this morning on a patch of grass that has normally been pretty good to us, and we very quickly got 3 fish, of which one was a 2.6 and the others 2 little scrappies. And then we've toiled all day for the other 2, and we've got 1 there that we would like to change, and hoping that we're able to put it together and get it all right. We were catching this morning on motor oil finesse worms on a Mojo rig, and we've also had a fair amount of luck on bugs, rage bugs with Texas rig, and but we having difficulty putting them on the boat. So we're just hoping that we get it all right from here now, and the next time they come around that we get it right. Okay.
Okay, yeah, we started this morning pitching some timber out in the middle of the dam, and we had some good success fairly quickly. We were pitching missile baits destroyers down to the bases of trees, and we picked up a fairly nice sort of 1.1, 1.2 kilo fish to start the morning off. And then we got a couple of smaller ones to go with it, nothing really to write home about, but yeah, we're sitting on 2 fish in the box at the moment, and yeah, we're busy trying to fish a little bit deeper on some of these sort of secondary points to try and pick up a couple of better fish. That's what we're trying to target at the moment. So the weather's quite nice considering what's going on at Albert Falls at the moment. I believe they've got 50k an hour winds, and as you can see there's not a breath of wind here. So I commend the tournament directors for changing the venue. I think they made a good decision.
Save me from
As I said earlier, it was moved from Albert's to Inanda, and yeah, we pulled up onto our spot that we like to fish, and it was a bit slow to start with. And Mornay got one on a junior fluke, quite a nice one, nice wire, and we moved deeper, and I got one on a Texas rig brush hog, and we got another one there, and then the bite went dead, and we went up shallow water up the river, and a lot of grass and 4 foot of water, and Mornay cast June bug fluke on top, and as he pulled it off, he got munched. So we ended up with 2 fish over 2 kgs, 5.6 kgs, helped us with the points, so hopefully we're back in the top 10.
How's it, guys? Well, we did relatively well today, finished 4th overall for the day. We're fishing at Inanda in August, and our pattern was relatively easy because we found the fish in drop-offs and practice, and so we basically went there, and fortunately the big fish bite was earlier on in the morning, so we sort of started at the right place at the right time. Yeah, and baits, homemade flesh beaver, and watermelon. And those that know, it's the most famous scout worm that he makes. And I fished everything from ribbon-tailed worms to senkos. And yeah, so quite an enjoyable day. Enjoy your fishing. Be safe.
Good afternoon. The morning went very well. Pulled up on our area. 2.5 hours had a limit. Then proceeded to work up and down the bank towards Cabbage Patch. Caught on a finesse worm and a small rattle trap. Delvin was fishing in 8 foot of water, and I was fishing against the bank, and we just alternated, and eventually culled out 3 bags and ended up with 5.79, so it wasn't too bad. The afternoon we came along and moved across to the opposite bank here, and caught a 1.5, which upgraded our bag to what we had, so we were happy for that. Haven't done too well the whole season, but left it until the last minute, so hopefully we're going to get there.
This is Team Strike It. We had a 2nd place position today, 1st in the whole season thanks to Joey's towing. We started off in Taxi Bay with a curly tail fluke. I happened to see Lionel Crow at one of the tackle shops, and he recommended to use this because he fished it the weekend, and it worked for us today, pitching it against the undergrowth. The biggest fish came in
yeah, we started up, we ran right up the mouth. We started there, we managed to squeeze out 2 fish quite quickly, and right up in the shallows, followed by undersized fish. From there we moved down to Taxi Point, managed to scratch up 2 little fish there. From there we toured around the midsection of the dam, where we managed to get 1 fish cull up with a super fluke light Texas rig in the shallows, right up in the shallows. Some of the fish, I think Lloyd even got one that could have been on a nest. Yeah, that was about it. We caught quite a few fish. We managed to cull in the end one of our smallest fish, which was great. Wasn't a great cull, but I think that's what gave us a little bit of an edge for us over the top.